The Big Voice. KWTN 100.9 FM. Nebraska. The official radio station of the Winnebago Tribe.
All right, KWTN 100.9 FM. Welcome everybody to a beautiful Tuesday here we are live, Winnebago Reservation at the Big Voice Studios. Like to welcome in co-host. Give us your introduction. Give us your Tuesday introduction. Who do we got?
It's Bethani Redhorn, the Winnebago Indian News editor.
And we also have
Brian Chamberlain, Physical Resources Director for the Winnebago Tribe and MCBKC here at KWTN.
I got a question to ask you guys. How was your guys' Thanksgiving?
I had one of those moments to where I swear to God, it's embarrassing, but way too much.
Way too much.
Oh my God, yes. So of course, the regular food that's there, and I always tell this story that's out there because I really like to let people know you can have other things besides turkey and it's cool. We do breaded Iowa pork chops, and they're deep fried, and they're awesome.
Wow.
That is the biggest, best thing, and we only do them on Thanksgiving and Christmas, so they're special.
Wow.
Anyway, so I had all that with all the sides and all the whatever else, and then I added corn soup on top of that.
Fire.
The cherry on top, for sure,
and it was just like, it was too much.
You're pretty specific on the the Iowa. Is that because
that's what they're called? Yeah.
Okay.
So they're called Iowa pork chops, and they're really thick. They're usually about at least an inch thick, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're looking at a slab of meat, it's like wow.
Dang,
So, yeah.
that's crazy. DJ Bethany.
I had a very great Thanksgiving as well. For the most part, I wasn't feeling too well, but I did put away a big helping of food. One thing I want to mention, though, I had a plate saved for later.
Yeah.
And my brother, he knows what I'm about to say. I had it put away in a very secluded area. And somehow, when I got home, I was so excited. I was like, oh, I can't wait to eat my leftovers. It was gone.
Oh, my goodness.
Blasphemy.
Oh, my goodness.
Clutching my pearls, man. I was sad.
Yeah.
No, but it was good.
Yeah.
Good with the family.
Well, we had a great Thanksgiving ourselves and stuff. We had to outrun a storm, so we left for Duluth. We had a show up there by Duluth, Minnesota at Blackberry Casino, and that show was on Saturday, but we took off because it was supposed to, this first snowstorm, our first snowfall of the season. So Old Man Winter is officially here. And on the official calendar, when does winter start?
I believe it's December 21st.
Oh, man.
Sometimes it floats in between there and the 19th, but I think it's December 21st.
Okay. All right. So, nonetheless, though, we are here to talk about a few things. Just so you guys know what you guys are going to be tuning into, please help us out. Share this out. We're going to be talking about the Winnebago in the news. We have some sporting events coming up. Today is, what did you say it was?
Giving Tuesday.
Giving Tuesday. So we have the folks from the Winnebago Tribal Court that are going to be talking about the Senior Citizens Angel Tree. First annual. They're trying it out. They're going to need some help on that one. So we're going to kind of ask them some questions. And not only that, but we have the debut. I guess like we get to see the director, producer, editor, and the voice the personality, or how did he call him? The voice talent.
Sure.
Of, how do you say it here? I want to make sure.
Wepetis?
Yes. Season 1, episode 1 debuted last Wednesday. Gayla Whitewater will be here with us to talk about that. So,
Those videos are amazing.
yeah. I'm pretty excited for episode 2 and the season as it goes on and stuff. So
Right.
we're going to see how it goes here. But MCBKC, we're going to turn it on over to you, man.
Yeah, good afternoon, or good morning, everybody. I'm already ready to go into the afternoon. Is it 4:30 yet? No, just kidding. But anyway, so if you are not on the snowplow list that Facilities keeps, please get a hold of Facilities because we do have a list, and it is a living list, meaning that it is meant to change. So don't be mad just because you're not on the list. But we have visited the Senior Citizens Center a couple times, and we'll continue to do that. But if your elderly relatives or you have relatives that are in need of like dialysis and have to get out for very specific reasons, etc., simply reach out to facilities. They will add you to the list so that your driveways, etc., will become part of the priority when we're doing snow removal. So
Yeah, and thank you to those that responded over their holiday weekend.
yeah, it started right away, and so there were a lot of overtime hours worked, but that's how it is, and the staff's always geared up for that. Of course, you can only do what you can do, and at the same time, just because you think, well, how come Winnebago's not totally clear? Drive from Macy to Tacoma. Nebraska Department of Roads did not complete that as well, so don't be hating on the tribal staff. Nebraska couldn't get it done, but
Yeah.
at the same time, Iowa was crystal clear. Why is the snow
Yeah.
easier to plow in Iowa? I don't know.
Stuck clear.
Yeah.
We all, if you want to send a PSA to everybody, is to make sure that your vehicle, your war pony, whatever you want to call it and stuff, is in tip-top shape.
Right.
Winter preparedness is what we want to do. Don't get caught in the blizzard. If you do end up have to do something, maybe it's a hospital emergency, you need to take somebody to the hospital,
Right.
and you need to drive, make sure that you check on over your windshield wipers from your tires to make sure you have heat, blanket, whatever it may be and stuff. We did, I think it was about a 7-hour trip, and we made sure we had all our stuff, what do they call those? I had
Jumper cables?
Yeah, jumper cables, a battery go dead on me when I was in the middle of nowhere and stuff. That's a whole nother story, but
Right.
we want to make sure that you have an opportunity to get your stuff right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it's a simple Google lookup as well. You'd think that the things that you need to carry in your vehicle is like, oh my God, I gotta have all. No, it's very simple. A couple bottles of water, like a candle, and it's real simple type stuff. So don't be
Yeah.
thinking that you gotta go all out. Now, if you want to buy me something, no, I'm just kidding.
We are going to get into our interview with the Angel Tree folks, the coordinators for that. That's the Winnebago Tribal Court. Now, I know you do have something to talk about, you and Gayla. We had a meeting yesterday,
Right.
and it's regarding what was it?
Basically human trafficking and the signs that our relatives, especially our female relatives, should be aware of when they're out Christmas shopping, etc. There are signals that are placed onto vehicles to where a person has basically been marked or identified as a potential person to be abducted, and
Wow.
or etc. And so we're going to be looking at creating the PSA for that, as well as
Yeah.
putting out all that information. There are very surprising ways that they try to get you to get out of your car, and the main point is never get out of your car, and we'll follow through with all of that.
Okay. All right. So that discussion is upcoming and stuff.
Yes.
So then do we have an episode or an issue of The Answer Is?
It will be coming, yes.
Let's go. Okay, so we'll invite you back up here. MCVKC, the Physical Resources Director, Brian Chamberlain for the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska. Thank you for the insight. As we transition, we'd like to invite our guests to come on up here. We have Maggie and the good folks from Tribal Court here, but we'll get into some announcements. Go for it.
Yes, so I do have one here that I want to relay real quick. There is going to be, and it's taking place tomorrow, and so this is communicating with Canvas.
Oh, it's that time already.
But it's going to be up there at the YCIC. So tomorrow on Wednesday, December 3rd, from 5 to 7 p.m. in the YCIC basement. They'll have supplies with a meal provided. It's limited to the first 20 participants, so you can call and register with Jay Payer at 402-878-2046.
Alrighty. For some reason, and I don't know what it is, but we got a bump of people tuning in, and I think it's because we have a couple of celebrities in the house here, but we want to give them an opportunity to introduce themselves. Go ahead, ladies.
Hi, I'm Maggie Miller. I am the civil clerk for the Winnebago Tribal Court.
Thank you for joining us, Maggie, and
I'm Angela Decora. I'm the office associate and court clerk.
Angela and Maggie. What do you guys got for us?
Well, we wanted to come share that the Tribal Court is doing an angel tree for elders. The Tribal Court wanted to give back to our elders since they're always giving to the community, and so we wanted to do something good for them and help them out over the holidays.
Okay, so what is the angel tree? Just so I to be honest, don't tell anybody, but I never participated.
So the hospital has a angel tree that kind of targets kids that are in the system with child family services.
Okay.
And last year, a lot of us from the tribal court, we took a couple tags, participated in it, given back to the kids, and it was something that really brought all of us joy and excitement, and it felt good doing that for the kids.
Yeah.
So we came up with the idea of let's target our elders.
Okay.
Let's see what kind of outcome we can have with it, especially to get like that community engagement too with the court, and not having such like people see us like in a negative way, just because they come in at their most vulnerable time, and we just wanted to do something good with the community. So I encourage you all to stop down to the court, pick up a tag, let me know at the front office which tag you take so we can mark it down, and be sure to bring it back by December 19th.
Okay, all right. And then we have all the elders identified, right? And they're 65 and over, right?
Yep.
Okay, that's very good. Now we just need people to go down there to the tribal court. You guys are located south of town.
Yep.
And what if somebody from out of town wants to do one? Can they just call you guys or email?
Yeah.
What's the best part? Okay.
Either or.
All right.
We're willing to work with anything that helps get engagement, getting those baskets and things for our elders.
Okay.
We encourage everyone to participate.
And then, like, what's the, like, monetary, is it like I get a tag and I get a name and then I go out and do the shopping and bring it back to you guys? Is
Yep. So the tag we just put 65 plus for the age. And then we kind of have a list of like things they want, need.
Okay.
And then at the bottom it will have the date of when to return it to. And then it has like a little code number, which is how we have our spreadsheet, everyone's names and what they want and stuff.
Okay.
We're just kind of doing that to make sure we're getting everybody.
Yeah.
And then ones we don't get back or ones that weren't picked, we'll go ahead and go shop for them.
Yeah.
Which is why we want it back by the 19th, so we have time to do that.
Okay. All right. So you guys are going to be like our elders Santa Claus.
Yep.
You know, there's a lot of good things that are happening in Winnebago. I know that the Neola Walker Holiday Lighting Contest, the details, I think you're still looking for sponsors for that as well.
Yeah.
That's a great program. You've got the Angel Tree for our senior citizens, and then a separate entity is WCHS is doing the ones for the youth. And those are their, how do you say it, like kind of need extra help or without families and things like that. And we want to make sure that they get something for Christmas. So it's very, us as people, as Winnebago tribal members or whatever nations and stuff, that's what we do is like we want to make sure that our neediest are taken care of. You've seen that with the snowplow. I know your brother is out there and worked late and all this and that and stuff, you know what I mean? So this is a very good program. How did the thought and feeling come about?
Just from participating with the Kiddo Angel Tree last year.
Isn't that cool?
It brought a lot of excitement. We took, I think maybe we did about 10 tags last year.
Okay.
And everyone all of us at the court chipped in and got the things that the kids needed or wanted. And it brought a lot of excitement, and we just thought, why not target our elders?
So how many tags are there?
Right now,
I would say there's maybe a
little more than 50.
way more.
Wait.
About 170-ish maybe.
Okay.
And I think we've maybe had 4 taken.
Oh, okay. So that's why. All right, man. We need. Okay, today's Tuesday, right? The Giving Tuesday, and yesterday was Cyber, and then they had Black Friday and all this and that and stuff. Here's the opportunity, guys. If you guys know a program, I think we're gonna probably try to sign up for some.
Oh, definitely. Yep.
On air. You guys came up here, that collaboration and stuff, so that's very important. You could do it individually. Maybe you can ask your program director, or if you have a business entity or anybody like that to help participate. That would be awesome. And I know that there's other entities that do something, and we want to recognize all the sponsors that do something for our elders and everything that takes place and stuff, because they are our knowledge holders. Without them, they're passing down the knowledge. There's some that are getting up there in age, and they need to be taken care of. So let's do that, Winnebago, if we can. We're imploring everybody to try to get a tag.
And a lot of the tags, a lot of the requests from the elders are simple things like laundry soap, cleaning supplies, groceries.
Yeah.
Very simple things, but things that they definitely need. So yeah, I encourage everyone to stop down, take a tag.
Okay. So 4 tags today. We've been doing this survey, and we've been trying to do like a goal counter. You know, like when you ever see those? What do they call them? I can't even say it. Those temperature gauges, but there's a
thermostat.
Yeah, thermostat. You
Yeah.
know? And you start at the bottom, and then you reach your goal once it gets up to the 100%. You know, and right now we're at 39%. So appreciate everybody. Did you guys do your survey?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. We appreciate everybody doing that and stuff. We have over 700, but you have over 170 tags, and today, when you came on air, we got 4 of them taken care of. So we got 164 to go, right?
Yeah, my bad.
Somewhere in there.
Somewhere around there.
About estimate.
Mr. Goss would be really pleased with my math. No, I'm just playing.
And I believe we're going to be having one more raffle also. I don't know if you've seen them in the past. We had like a bake sale. We had another raffle for a tabletop. Was it like fireplace?
Oh, okay.
And
Yeah.
then we had like a s'mores kit and everything with it. So that was for the proceeds in case there was tags that we couldn't fill.
Yeah.
And a lot of things from the raffles do come out of our pockets, and
Right.
will come out of our pockets to cover all the things for the kids.
Man, thank you for
or
doing
for
that.
the elders.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Really appreciate that, and keep us updated, huh?
Yeah,
We
we'll
will-
be having another raffle.
Yeah, we'll send you the information.
We'll get it
once we
posted
have-
on our Facebook page and
Okay.
maybe tag you guys.
For sure.
The pink raffle was the most recent one you guys did? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think that the last one we had was a bake sale, but yeah, that raffle.
Oh, you guys did a bake sale.
Yeah,
This
we-
one was in September and stuff, but there might be some things that were going to be posted here. So make sure you guys have your own Facebook page, right?
Yes.
What is that? Is this Winnebago Tribal Court?
Yeah, Winnebago Travel Court.
Okay. Sounds good. So there's a couple flyers on there, and they do make mention of the angel tree. There's actually a picture of what the angel tree looks like for the senior center. This is the first time trying it out. So again, thank you guys for thinking of that as a department. Give our blessings, and we extend our appreciation to all those that are working behind the scenes. You know, Carm is back there, Jen,
Yep.
everybody, Oyate, they came up here and stuff and talked about their programs, respective programs. But I want us, the Winnebago Tribal Court has a core memory in my heart, is because they used to host the annual holiday bazaar. They used to
Oh,
call it the
yeah.
Christmas bazaar. It used to be down at the Blackhawk Center. And then one year they tried to drive some traffic out there to Winnebago, and it used to be out there. I know that they're still having, and I think it took on a new name. It's called the Winter Gathering. But when I was growing up, there would be people that would shop, and that would help our family with Christmas. Whether it be providing the Christmas dinner or taking care of our elders and stuff. And then, of course, got a couple presents out of it myself, but no, just kidding. Anyways, you guys have a, good, keep us updated on this, and we really appreciate it. Angel Tree is underway. Anything else you guys want to make mention? Or do you guys want to send a shout out to anybody that might be watching? Like I said, our Facebook views and our YouTube views went up, so everybody must be tuning on to see you guys.
If anyone has any questions about coming to get a tag, or they're out of town, they can give us a call, 402-878-2570.
Yep.
Or you can email Angela at angela.decora@winnebagotribe.com.
Or even Carmelita Parker
Okay.
at winnebagotribe.com. She's has a huge helping hand in this as well.
Yeah.
Her and Jennifer, but they were just a little too busy to come up, so.
She's not gonna know I'm gonna talk about this and stuff, but we're having a conversation before we went on air, and you're taking a class, right? And what's the class called?
Workplace Communications.
Workplace Communications, man, and hopefully you get to use this for an assignment. But I wanted to say to you and all the students out there that are coming down to the kind of finish line, is keep up the good work, study hard. I think next week is study week across the lands, and then you go into finals week. This might be study week, I'm not sure, but next week I remember that. And good job, we're proud of you. We hope that you succeed in that college so that you can bring that knowledge to us. and use it here in Winnebago, like you guys are doing with the angel tree. So thank you guys for coming up. We really appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you for
problem.
having us.
Thanks for having us. Bye.
Alrighty, so angel tree is coming underway, man. College students is just a lot of good things happening, as well as we have some announcements in the high school realm.
Yes.
We have some sporting events. It is winter sports season, and usually in winter sports season we have bowling, we have basketball is a huge one. There's other things. Esports is gonna boot up, wrestling,
Yeah.
all this and that and stuff. So what do we have?
So we do have 2 events coming up for our live stream of coverage of the sports live streams. The Winnebago Indians will be playing Homer this Thursday, December 4th, here in Winnebago. And so the Big Voice will be live streaming that. For anybody out there that is unable to attend the games in person, you can always tune in on our YouTube channel. It's KWTN The Big Voice. And also, on Friday, we'll be heading down to cover Walt Hill versus Winnebago at Walt Hill. And so that will be sponsored by Blackbird Bend Casino. And so it'll be Winnebago versus Walt Hill.
Wow, cool, man. That is awesome. Thank you for doing that. And live action, I can't wait.
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah, and to my understanding, they had what they call jamborees last night.
Yeah.
Down in, they traveled south to Omaha, and find out more information at the show, the Big Voice Sports Show, which is going to be live tomorrow, Wednesday at 5 p.m.
Yes.
We like to welcome in our Winnebago Communications Office Manager, Gayla Whitewater, to the microphone here. And this young lady, she has been doing some wonderful things. She's got about maybe about 4 weeks under her belt with the communications department, and we have a really cool project that she brought to us, and we want to kind of talk about that. So Gayla, if you want to give your introduction, we'll turn it over to you.
Hi everybody, my name is Gayla Whitewater. I'm a new member of the communications team. As Garan said, I'm the office manager.
All right, Gayla. And so you've been working hard on some things that kind of give us the background story about, I want to make sure I say it right, and you said it.
Pettis?
Yes, so I've been working on Pettis. It's a 12 season and 12 episodes in each season series, like a mini series, and we'll be covering various aspects of Ho-Chunk culture and history. So I'm working on season 1 right now, so I've been doing a lot of research, a lot of editing, things like that.
And if you folks want to see episode 1, it's pinned on top of our Big Voice Facebook page. You just go there. It takes about 3 minutes and stuff, and there's a reason behind that. Can you tell us about that?
What are you talking about?
Just the time length and stuff. They're not a full documentary, like 1 hour or anything like that. They're little short reels, right?
Yes, so this is a short form media, so we usually keep them probably between like a minute to a minute and a half, two minutes and a half at the most. And that is just to cater towards mostly our youth. So a lot of our youth are scrolling through TikTok and Reels and things like that. And we want to reach them. Yeah,
and you had an example of, we kind of learned about that. So a couple things that I want to kind of give a background story is we have, and Winnebago Talks about an hour. Sometimes we go over a little bit. It's about an hour and 15 minutes and stuff. But in there's little nuggets. And so I had you pull out some of the little, how do you call it? Made a reel. You created a reel. So one of them was an interview with Baby Wombly. 8,000 views. Holy smokes, that is nuts. You know what I mean? So after we get done with Winnebago Talks, we go back and look. There's probably about an average about 300 people that tune in and stuff. That's not bad, but 8,000?
Yes.
That is crazy. And then you shared with me a story that your son was watching your episode. And tell us about that.
Yeah, so I kind of let my son watch them before I post them on social media. So this past week, I had him watch episode 2, and that's the Sons of Earthmaker. So he sat there and he watched it, and he was really interested. And after that, we sat in the kitchen and we were just eating for like an hour and a half, and I was telling him, because these are very condensed versions of these stories. So we sat there for an hour and a half, and I was, telling him these stories, and he was really interested. and that's what we want, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe these little snippets, the kids will, you know, want to learn more.
Right.
Just kind of like a little introduction to them, because I know a lot of us grow up without grandparents, or, you know, a lot of us aren't, you know, really involved in the culture or have anybody that can share things like that with us. So it's just a nice little introduction for our tribal members, and mostly our youth. We want our youth to be interested in these things.
We have a conversation. We're doing an enrollment survey, and there's some good dialogue on this and stuff. And you go back to the beginning of enrollment in itself, and I'm gonna probably try to keep it in layman's terms as best as I understand it. I don't understand everything about enrollment, but it was forced upon us, and we still have to prove it. And there's a lot of Winnebago tribal members that are maybe 24%. They're missing 1% to get enrolled, and it's just like it's a big snarl, right? So when it comes to things like that, you know, there's that discussion of what makes you Winnebago. And a lot of people revert back to, you should know your history, you should know your culture. And these short form media, these reels, hopefully get you interested, because somewhere along the line in your lifetime, Gayla, something got you interested in you doing your history and your research on it and stuff. And we want to share that with the world.
Yeah.
And so we're very proud of you. We thank you. You're doing a wonderful job, by the way. And right now, I think that the debut, are we able to show?
I have them, yeah.
Are we able to show? Are we going to debut one, or is this if you haven't seen it?
So she sent me episode 1, and then she did debut episode 2.
Oh, okay. I have not seen episode 2 yet.
yeah,
So this is a debut for me. I don't know if we want to turn it over to you, Bethany, and kind of introduce this, or do you want to introduce this?
Yeah, I'll let Gayla introduce.
Okay, so this is episode 1 of Waiperes, and I wanted to start with the creation story. So I feel like, you know, it's a good place to start. How did we get here? You know, our beliefs around that. And so I started with this story here.
Okay. And yep.
And this one, I think this one's episode 2.
Let me make sure that we have our audio coming through.
Well, we can post it later, huh?
Yeah, it's posted.
Okay.
She posted it.
All right, cool. Awesome. Well, we'll just...
They get the visual of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Some background.
Gayla, thank you again for helping that out. And how did you come up with the name?
So I was just kind of looking, and I was like, you know, they have like the Ho Chunk dictionary. So I was like, what would be a good, you know, term for this? And I was thinking like, you know, knowledge or memory.
Oh, should we try to?
Gayla. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So should we start it over?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is the debut of episode 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So we can hear it. Brian's on the win, and he said that it's not pushing the audio out.
Okay.
Good thing there's subtitles.
Yeah. Gotta read it. Wow, that is that. There was no audio.
No,
But-
not for the stream.
Okay, so we had subtitles on that one, and I think people on their phones and everything would have to kind of zoom in a little bit. But nonetheless, they are available. And here's what we want to pitch to you folks is that we have a TikTok channel. And there's a lot of younger generations that are on TikTok. And this is probably going to give me a reason to join TikTok myself. Where do we find that?
I'm not sure. I think it's the Big Voice.
Okay. Is that what our TikTok
Yeah,
handle is?
KWTN, the big voice.
KWTN, the Big Voice.
Now, I don't know anything about TikTok, guys. I apologize and stuff. Maybe this is going to be my rant. There's too many social media handles and all this and that. I can't keep up. But am I allowed to friend you guys if I get on TikTok and stuff? I'm going to give you some feedback when I eventually join. But
You can follow us.
okay. Then that's how you do it.
Yeah.
And there's all these kind of hacks and everything. And there's people that I'll be laying, trying to rest from my stressful day, and then ding, this thing goes off, and these family members are trying to share these reels about cooking and all this and that. So hopefully you get a ding about this episode or one of these episodes and stuff. So Gayla, thank you for all you do here at Communications. We're looking forward to the upcoming episodes and stuff. Is there anything else that you want to make mention?
So the episodes will be posted weekly, so they'll be posted on Wednesdays and Fridays. So be sure to follow us, check us out around those times for new episodes. And we'll be covering various topics, the early history of the Ho-Chunk, a lot of our relationships with other tribes, just kind of some things that you don't really hear about often. Yeah, and just the mission of it is just to educate our tribal membership and reach our youth, get them interested in those kinds of things.
Yeah. Here's where I don't see far as a bump in the road, but a topic of discussion is that we go along and somebody might say to us, my grandma or my choka told me that ain't right. This is how it goes and stuff, right? And so we ask when that time comes, let's have a discussion about it, a positive one, and not to the point where that is wrong and you guys all this and that and stuff. But let's together we're here to learn. The whole point of these Waiperes is educate, inform, and then provide the entertainment. That's why we use the visuals and that and stuff. When you think of Winnebago, there's not a whole lot of entertainment options and stuff, but we all like to go to a movie. I think everybody likes to sit down and watch some TV and stuff. That's a kind of form of entertainment. We're right there.
Yeah, and I think it kind of ties in with the Big Voice's mission, which is for us, by us. Yes.
Cool. Good job. Good words. Thank you, Gayla, for helping talk about this new project that we got going on at Communications. So, Gayla Whitewater, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. We'll have to make sure we'll get that. Every episode will come out. And apologize for the sound.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out.
She's a good narrator.
I loved it. I want to share. I was telling her about it. I wanted to get the file so we could do that with the episode here today. But I was sharing with her that I was watching episode 2 last night, and honestly, I got a big lump in my throat because they brought up, my last name, Redhorn, and she talks about Hey Shuchka, and just hearing that, and I was sharing with her that my choka, Shorty, Isla Redhorn, he used to never share that kind of stuff with us, and we never really got to talk about those teachings or where our family came from and that kind of stuff. So a lot of that knowledge came later in life, but a big thing was just feeling that connection.
Yeah.
And it just kind of touched me in that way, and I really do love Gayla's voice too, though. So she does an amazing job.
Yeah, and here's the thing too is okay. If they didn't share their knowledge, is probably because they were trying to protect us, because they maybe went to a boarding school or somewhere else where they walk in and it's a lot of non-natives or something like that, and I don't want to say ashamed, but something might have popped off if they brought that up, or you know what I mean, we hear the stories about boarding school and stuff, so it is very important that we bring these back out, so that our younger generation can keep them thriving and alive.
Yes.
I forgot to call her back. We have to talk about what we were going to PSA yesterday. We sat into a meeting, and MCBKC will kind of give us the history about it and everything too. But we have a PSA coming up.
Yep.
And that is regarding human trafficking, especially around the holiday seasons.
Yes. Yep.
We want to keep in mind the holiday blues, ladies and gentlemen. There is the Kikija Day program, and some of us, especially around now, Thanksgiving and everything, I want to tell like all the family members and stuff, it's like, seems like there's disagreements around, like I didn't get the invite, or I might feel bad because I don't have anything to bring to the table because I'm not with job or anything like that, and that leads to depression. They call it the holiday blues and everything too. But if you feel that you yourself are experiencing anything like that, there is help available, and we encourage you to utilize that help, including down there at 12 Clans Unity Hospital and the Behavioral Health Department and the Kikija Day program. So with that, we want to talk about a meeting that we got called into yesterday. And Brian, I'll turn it over to you because it's important, and we hope that everybody kind of makes awareness, and also maybe this public service announcement is shared. Go ahead, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely. Over the holiday weekend, looking at social media and the few times that I actually got to, believe it or not, videos kept showing up, and different types of, media placements kept showing up, and what they were in relation to were the different tactics that are used, and being aware of those tactics when an individual is being targeted or viewed or looked at or followed, whatever, in any type of human trafficking or abduction. So I basically took that as a sign, because when I seen it that many times, I was like, okay, something's going on there. So, excuse me. What I did is I brought a few individuals together, people that would have a knowledge base regarding this, as well as the communications team, because this time of year, of course, we have all of our relatives out shopping. They're shopping into the night and doing, whatever else, trying to keep the surprise going, and whatever else, or they don't want to, haul all the kids and whatever else and that kind of thing. But this places a lot of our relatives into scenarios like in parking lots or parking garages or outside of stores or just being out in general, and they're by themselves. And to that point, this is the time of year when people are providing that type of targeting when they're trying to do something, such as abductions or human trafficking, etc.
Yeah.
So there are many, many different ways in which targeting occurs, and I do not want to pretend that I know all of them, but there are markers on vehicles. There are certain things that happen to when an individual is being watched. And I highly encourage people to go on their own social media, as well as a simple Google search, and find these methods so that you can recognize them. So share this with all of your relatives, especially your younger female relatives, or those individuals that would be out by themselves and doing this type of shopping, because it may seem odd, or it might be something that, okay, what is that? And those are the types of trafficking signals that occur, such as there are like zip ties placed onto the door handles of a vehicle. That means that individual is being watched, that individual is being monitored. There's also to where like the windshield wipers on your vehicle are like lifted up, when you're going to replace a blade and etc., but they're left up. And there's also to where they'll like crack an uncooked egg or a raw egg on the windshield. And the reason why they do that is, so why would they do that? Or just to use your windshield wipers? No, people will use their washer fluid. Washer fluid reacts with the egg, basically creating kind of where you can't see and you have to pull over.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that go into these types of methods and whatever. And I'm just saying, look into them, because you need to recognize the main point is never get out of your car until you are in a completely obvious, conspicuous, safe place. And by all means, if you feel yourself in an emergency situation, dial 911 or get a hold of your relatives, let them know what's going on, what's happening, and try to raise awareness to yourself. Also, if you're ever in that scenario to where you're all alone and you have somebody coming up on you and you feel any type of threat, begin to, scream, yell, make noise, because people say, gee, you're carried away and whatever else stuff. Like, no, somebody who's joking or whatever, they're not going to, you shouldn't be joking about that anyway. But at the same time, start trying to call and create attention to yourself, because you need to protect yourselves as much as possible. And it does happen, guys. It does. I'm not the fear monger. I don't like living in that mode, but my point in sharing all of this is prepare yourselves and your relatives as much as possible.
I heard a few stories is that they're the cartel found kind of refuge, I don't think it was around here or anything like that, but reservations in general, in different states and stuff. But because they found like the people were in need of something that they provided a quick fix, I guess I should say, and then all of a sudden they're in that rut of the human trafficking realm and stuff, you know, and it's crazy. I could see how this like that, but we're talking about like the instance, and I was like, yeah, we're in rural areas and we go through these valleys and everything in the middle of the night and everything too, but this happened in a parking lot where it's, you know, it's like a grocery store parking lot.
Very well lit parking lots, and it's not always at night, guys. I don't want to make it sound like, you know, this can only happen at midnight. It's like, no, it happens all throughout the day. Of course, you know, nighttime is a little bit more, you know, preemptive with that, but at the same time, it's like, no, it can happen at any time. They mark individuals that they know are alone or are vulnerable, and that's really where you got to safeguard, you know, yourselves.
I heard of a couple things is that watch our young ones too.
Yes,
especially
children
on the iPad, and to my understanding, there's a few video games out there. I'm not going to say the video games names and stuff, but maybe there's been some instances and stuff, you know, especially down south in Omaha, the urban natives, they got lured out because somebody promised them to get them a gift card or some points or something like that so they could do their game. And we just want to make sure. So have that conversation with your young ones, and then also our lady relatives and stuff, you know, our elderly. There's elder abuse, financial abuse, things like that. And as we go into the times and stuff, you know, SNAP benefits and all that, hopefully are back online by now, but people are getting desperate.
Yeah.
And when that time comes, you know, lock your vehicles, lock your cars and all this and that. And at the same time, you know, I was a victim of getting my car broken into, and it just, you feel, I don't know, like you just feel some kind of way, you know, like violated.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a horrible feeling and stuff. So, and those people that are breaking into cars, you know, they're probably relatives or something like that. We want them to be safe as well, because you never know who's going to come out with a gun or something like that. You know what I mean? It's just like, geez, trying to get a $40 charger out of a car and you get shot, you know, it's like, oh, we don't want that to happen or anything like that, you know. So together we can. Awareness, PSA. So thank you for bringing that to light.
Yeah, there's also other opportunities that you have out there. Some, not all, but some of the major retailers, you know, because they usually have like greeters at the door, you know, even security guards. Many of them will also, if you request it, accompany you to your vehicle. So like if you have a whole cartload full of stuff, you know, or whatever, and it's like, you know, you don't want to get robbed while you're out in the, I'm not saying that you will, but it's like, if you really feel that, you know, you're in a vulnerable situation, ask for assistance, and most of the retailers will help you.
He asked a question, especially to the ladies yesterday, because he was like, I'm a guy and I don't think anybody wants to abduct me or steal me and stuff. I don't know. I probably would. No, just like I see pride in there. It's like, hey. But he did ask you a question, and your response to that, how do you, you know, what do you say to those ladies?
It's kind of tricky, because it's one to have the awareness of it and then creating it, because there's people that, you know, maybe they weren't ever taught that or had those explanations or discussions, I should say. But it is actually something I don't want to say like how you said the fear mongering, but there's different things like me and the girls were talking about during the pandemic, there was a big surge of like videos and people that were doing live streams and putting out these like different tools and things. But there was one specific one that was really pushed, and it was like this keychain, and it was I don't want to say it was like a self-protection, self-defense keychain with all kinds of different things, like a whistle, like a window breaker, and pepper spray, that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So just protecting yourself, being aware of your surroundings, and especially if you're alone, maybe you could like let your, you know, relative or someone close to you know, like, oh, I'm going to be going to this place, and you know you're going to be alone, that kind of thing. Just, you know, being knowledgeable about all of that stuff
Yeah,
and the resources
yeah,
as well.
and to that point, again, I just want to underscore that because, from a female's perspective, that, like what you said, guaranteed, that from my view, that's not something I ever really consciously worry about because, it's like, who's going to steal me? And it's like, I'm sad. No, just kidding. But it's not a joke. But at the same time, it's like, when it goes through their minds and it goes through the minds in the ways that it does, it's a very eye-opening thing. And my point in all of this is to share the awareness. Don't live in fear. Don't be afraid to go shopping. Don't be afraid to do what you need to do. I'm not saying that. Just be aware that if you see these scenarios, or you trust the energy that's in the realm. And I always say that as well. If something doesn't feel right, stay inside the store or follow a group of people out, and all this other kind of stuff. Do what you need to do in order to keep yourself safe and always, make sure that you're taken care of in the best ways possible. And again, and I'm glad that you brought that part up too. Remember your younger relatives, your children that are on the social media platforms, especially the gaming ones, the ones where you build, maybe we won't say the names or whatever, but with that, I never realized that happened. And then here I am, here's a gift card. I'm like, oh my God, I just fed into that, and it's like, but at the same time, that was real because, as what we had in our discussion yesterday, relatives in the Council Bluffs, Omaha area experienced that in a very real way, and so just as it comes in the overarching MMIR effort, not specifically only related to this, but definitely part of the mix, you have to be able to take care of your relatives.
Good one. Thank you for that. As we're going to transition now here, we are Winnebago Talks. We are live here and at the Big Voice Studios. We appreciate the Angel Tree folks coming up. Gayla, she talked about the season 1 and season 1, episode 1 and 2. And then we had our PSA about human trafficking and abductions. So if you could spread those words, we really appreciate it. We invite you folks to come on up here. If you have a topic of discussion, we'd like to hear it. A couple things that we want to do is we want to get to the joke of the day, the rant of the day, and then we'll get into the answer is here. So real quick, I wanted to make mention that I wanted to tell you a story, right? Okay. Is that we went and we were able to head up to Duluth, Black Bear, Fond du Lac. The people up there are very nice. It is a very well-run casino. They did, there's a Broadway show, and it's called, it's kind of a spin-off of Grease, but it's called Bear Grease. And they came in, and then they did a fashion show for Native American History Month. And then they also sponsored like a Native American Heritage Night at one of the hockey games. And then they had Brule come in and kind of capped it off last Saturday with a concert, free concert. All tribal members are there, and then just the casino patrons in general. So we had an opportunity to eat some pizza, and Garrix is our little joke teller, and he comes up with the dad jokes and stuff, And I asked the waiter, I said, hey, will the pizza be long? And the waiter turns around and says, nope, it's going to be round. I gotta tell Garrix, I told you that. I told it online.
That's a good one.
Man, that is a good one. All right, so that's my joke of the day, guys. What do you got, dear DJ Bethany?
I got a couple, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Dad jokes. Okay. All right.
Nope, it'll be round.
Okay, what do snowmen eat for lunch?
Water.
Carrots.
Icebergers. Is that corny? Okay, what do you call a reindeer ghost?
Oh. I don't know. What do you call it?
A reindeer.
A reindeer ghost.
I don't know. A ray ghost.
Caribou.
Oh.
Caribou.
Oh, and then of course this one, it should be easy. What is every elf's favorite type of music?
Christmas music.
Christmas music.
Rap.
I like that one.
Rap.
That is a good one. That is a good one. All right, today's joke of the day. Now we're going to transition. We have some rants to get through. And DJ Bethany, you got one, or you got to think about your rant? You sure you want to bring it up to the table here, or
End it.
Yeah.
End the stream. Nah, just kidding. Come back to me.
Okay.
Okay.
You got it right?
Yes, mine is going to be what I said earlier. Why is the snow easier to plow in Iowa than Nebraska? I don't get it. I don't get it. You cross the bridge and it's crystal clear. It's like, did it even snow on the road? No, but as soon as you come across the bridge, whiteout blizzard. Why is it harder for Nebraska to plow?
Oh my goodness.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I think that the state of Nebraska has to give us a rebate on our shocks and everything because, man, we go through those shocks like no other, right? I mean, that is crazy. Yeah, I agree with that rant and stuff. So, okay, I got one.
Okay.
All righty. So, I have a rant, okay? Now, here's the prerequisite is that, to me, you're not supposed to put up your tree until after Thanksgiving.
Sure.
So my rant is, why is everybody and all these people doing the trees and putting up the decorations and stuff? You're supposed to do it the Friday after Thanksgiving. Is that my rant, or is that no?
Traditionally, yes, and I agree with you. But I'm not one of the year-round people, and then plus, because you see the Christmas stuff coming out in August now, and it's like, wow, they haven't even started school yet, and you got bulbs and lights on the shelf.
Yeah,
it's like, no.
Mariah Carey, don't wake up until after Christmas or after Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Now she's waking up after Halloween. Isn't she?
She's thawing out on 4th of July.
I was going to say the end of July.
She's thawing out.
Yeah, they have her picture up at powwow. It's like, geez.
Put her under that
Mimi
light.
Carey, come on, let's talk here. I seen that at a college.
Yeah.
After Halloween, it was like the week after Halloween, and they were in the student center putting up the Christmas tree, and it was like 3 weeks before Thanksgiving. I was like, whoa, what are you doing here? I went over there, and I told them my rant. I said, hey, right? Or is this old school guaranteed here? Old school. The
No,
new
not at
school
all.
thing
I'm
is
with you.
you're supposed
I
to do
am.
it after Halloween. What do you guys agree with my rant, or do you guys on the opposite side? Enlighten me.
I'm just a wall on the flower. I just said it.
A fly on the wall.
A wall on the flower.
Fly on the wall. Yeah.
I'm
So.
just a fly on the wall.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think for me, it's when you put it out there too early. One, I love Halloween. I love Thanksgiving, and so I don't want to take away from those. And it kind of makes it less, special, especially to where it's like people are, because like one of the competing radio stations was playing their Christmas music back in October. And it's like,
we're sending a letter. We are
Yes.
sending a letter, man. That is, no, we got
We're
to.
first this year.
Yes, we all have to be on the same page here. Big voicers, agree with me, disagree with me.
And to that point, though, I am also very glad I didn't see many of them, but remember, like just a few years ago, they were actually pushing even like Black Friday into Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I really hated that. I really did, because it's like those people need the day off to spend with their families and whatever. I know, essential services never get the day off, and I'm sorry, but at the same time, it's like you didn't need Black Friday on Thursday at 6 p.m.
Yeah.
Keep it Black Friday. And whatever. I don't ever go out in that anymore, by the way, but it's like, yeah, so.
Oh, then another thing too is like, I know there's a lot of people that overextend themselves buying Christmas presents, right?
Right.
So that might be something.
Yes, and take some advice from an now grandfather and whatever else. Your kid is going to be more interested in the box
Yeah.
than the toy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
no
don't think you have to have the biggest, best thing, whatever. The box is going to be more interesting.
Yeah.
That's so true. When people would say that, what? And then after I saw it, I'm like, oh God, they were right.
Crazy. So just make sure you kind of spend within your means.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And the main thing is like when you get together with your family and those that
togetherness.
And I do
care.
love that too, not to cut you off with that, guaranteed, but the homemade gifts, because like my daughter will actually do like brownies and other kinds of pastry desserts and stuff like that. Man, go nuts on that. I don't ever back off. I
Right.
love that, that kind of stuff. You do not have to get me, the newest PlayStation. I'm never interested in that. It's like, bring me a plate of brownies or some banana bread or something, that you burned up. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is my sidebar rant. Okay. I was given a piece of pumpkin pie with no whipped cream.
Oh,
What? That is against the rules.
that's sacrilege.
Yes, you got to go opposite.
I
you
would
know?
still be standing there holding my plate, guaranteed.
Really?
It's like, where's
I
the whipped
was like,
cream?
what happened?
The store's closed. Then wait.
That's crazy. This is gonna make the show. I said, But anyways, what you got for the rant?
It's gonna go along with the gifts. That's my thought on it this year. Just the way of the world. Just everything's so expensive these days. And I was just like, I just hope nobody's expecting the world from me this year for Christmas, because I feel like the Grinch this year. Usually I'm always going all out, but I feel very Grinchy this year. I just feel like making everybody little cards.
I like those videos of where that Grinch comes into the house and those kids are freaking out. I kind of feel bad because those kids are truly traumatized, and it's like, but it's
Comes in
funny.
and grabs those cookies.
Yeah, with the presents, and they're like, ah! I was like, I'm sorry. So.
Had a light bulb go off. I might have to do that this year. No, I'm just kidding.
That's crazy. All right, guys, we are gonna get to our section here. We're gonna turn the page. We are now on to the answer is.
And it is the answer B. This being Milton. We need this, guys.
All right. It is December, so I'm kind of
So
curious.
Guaranteed is partaking also in a beverage. Did they ever get a hold of the native version? Have you ever seen that anywhere?
Pepsi?
Changing the P to the B.
Pepsi.
Has that ever become a reality in either?
I think
you?
on T-shirts and stuff, but I
Okay.
never seen an actual can.
Because I always wondered at PepsiCo, do you know that you have a thing in Indian country?
Oh,
You
no,
know,
I mean,
Pepsi.
Native American heritage month.
Yes,
Nah,
exactly. Oh my gosh, promoting diabetes and not today. I know the Whirling Thunder is probably. Okay, all right. So, how are we going to do the answers, guys? They're all multiple choice, and there are only 5 today. So, do you want to? Who wants to go first, or how do you want to do it? Same
Ladies
time,
first.
or
Ladies first.
how did we do it last time? You guys wrote it down, didn't you?
No, I think last time maybe we did.
Yeah,
No, I
yeah.
think that was 2 times ago.
Oh, okay.
I think last time I went first, and we like gave our answers together.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Because if you wrote them down, then we could.
I do remember writing them down.
Do you have something to write with?
I do.
Do you have a pen,
Do
Guaranteed?
you have a pen?
I don't have a pen. You have a pen?
Look in that little.
I'm all right.
one
I'm
in
all
there?
right. I'm all right.
No.
No.
Camera went black.
No.
You have a pen. Let's go.
All right. Okay. So you'll write your answers down, and then we'll reveal it. Okay.
right.
Okay.
So they're all multiple choice, of course. So question number 1. In mid-November 2025, the Voyager spacecraft, which was launched in 1977, reached a significant milestone. What was it? Do you know the answer outright, or do you need the multiple choice?
Reached Pluto. I'm gonna go with Pluto.
You're going to say it outright?
Yeah.
Going
I
for
need
2
the
points?
multiple.
Okay. The multiple choice then are A, it is now 1 light year away from Earth. B, it is now 1 light day away from Earth. C, it is now 1 billion miles away from Earth. Or D, its nuclear power source has fully failed. So it was
Pluto
not
is
Pluto.
not. Is Pluto a planet?
Isn't
I
not
heard it.
technically, no.
In my
but-
heart.
Yes,
I grew up
yes.
with Pluto
I grew up
being a
with
planet.
Pluto,
And you know
yeah.
Then
what?
it got canceled somewhere.
Since
I
its
was like,
discovery, still has not made a full revolution around the sun.
really?
Yes.
Dang.
Ever?
No, it's still making that first circle since its discovery, of course.
We
so-
believe in you, Pluto.
Yeah, I know, right? And then also, for us, because it's elliptical, it's for a certain time period, it is not the furthest away.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it comes inside the orbit of Neptune.
Haha, I know a shortcut.
The more
I know,
you know.
right?
Yeah,
So,
the
yeah.
more you know. That's crazy.
So is it with the Voyager spacecraft launched in 1977? It is now 1 light year away, 1 light day away. It is now 1 billion miles away, or its nuclear power source has fully failed.
Dang, 1977.
D.
Its power source has failed?
Yep.
Okay, and Guaranteed you went with Pluto?
Yeah.
Okay, it was not Pluto. It is B. It is now 1 light day away.
I wonder.
And all that time now, of course, and that when they're sending the signals, that's part of its issue because it's so faint. It now takes a full 48 hours to send a signal and get a response.
Wow.
Dang,
A
2
light
days.
day.
1 light day since
Can you-
1977.
And if you can imagine a light year.
Yes, yeah. So, at its current speed, it would take over 40,000 years to reach the nearest star.
Wow.
Wow.
40,000 years. Okay, so
Well,
0 to 0. All
Let
right.
me know when that happens.
Question number 2, and you guys are going to like this one. Tonight, performing live at Baxter Arena in Omaha, Nebraska, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame band Heart will be hitting the stage. Lead singers Ann and Nancy are sisters who fronted the band for decades. What is their last name? Multiple choice if you need it. The lead singers of the rock band Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inducted Heart is live at Baxter Arena tonight. What is Ann and Nancy's last name? Multiple choice if you need it.
I'm going to say Heart. I don't know it, but I'm just going to try to shoot for the moon here.
Okay.
Choices.
Okay. Is it Ann and Nancy Baxter, Ann and Nancy Williams, Ann and Nancy Wilson, Ann and Nancy Landers?
Ah, shot my foot again.
C.
C? Or what'd you say?
C.
C? Wilson, Ann and Nancy Wilson. That's correct.
Oh,
Yes,
Ann
one
and
point.
Nancy,
1 point.
One
All right.
point.
I'm gonna have to
Yes.
shoot the moon again here.
Yep. They're taking the stage live in Baxter, 7 p.m. tonight. So
Going?
hit them up. I kind of want to, but I have some other stuff, so I got to see.
Yeah.
It's going to be a choice because I'd like to see them. I really would.
Baxter Arena too is a nice place to
Yeah.
have a concert. I seen Cisco. Remember they had that review,
Yeah.
Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
I think it was like Lovers Tour or something like that. They called it.
Yeah.
And then I also seen John Party there and Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah. Crazy.
Nice. And don't forget, Daga Keith is going to be at Mystic Lake.
Yeah.
Wait, when?
They just
tickets,
announced that.
Tickets go on sale on the 5th, I think.
Yeah. So it's coming up, I want to say January. It's soon.
January 31st.
Yeah. So.
Choka Keith
Yeah.
live.
Yes. So, okay. Question number 3 then. Hit me, baby, one more time. Today is Britney Spears' birthday. Happy birthday, Britney.
Yeah, Brittany alone.
Multiple choice if you need it. How old is Britney Spears today?
45.
Is that your answer? Multiple choice if you need it.
I'm gonna take multiple choice.
Is she A, 35, B, 39, C, 41, D, 44?
Ooh, what'd you say, Tim?
I said 45. Dang it.
41.
She is D, 44.
Yeah, I knew she was
44. She was
Dang.
born in 1981.
Oh, okay.
a good year.
Okay, also with Miss Spears, what is Britney's middle name?
And
Ooh, Lynn.
Okay, multiple choice. Are you guys going straight out with us?
Yeah.
Okay, the choices were, for anyone listening on this, is it Brittany Jean, Brittany Joe, Brittany Lynn, or Brittany May?
Oh, you knew it?
I don't know.
I guess. And she said Lynn. What is it?
It's Brittany Jean.
Oh, man.
I was like, I think
Remember her sister's
Lynn.
Jamie Lynn.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you got to say it with the southern accent. Yes. Okay.
I need to get on the board, guys.
I know, right? It is still 1-0, though.
Here we go.
All right. She's defrosted. She's fully thawed. She's everywhere.
Uh-oh.
Of course, Mariah Carey, the Queen of Christmas, singing her iconic holiday song, All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Yes.
In what year was that song first released?
Ooh.
Multiple choice if you need it.
Okay. Go ahead, give us multiple choice. I'm not going to guess
Multiple choice,
outright.
Yeah.
Bethany? Okay.
Wait. Oh, I'm going to try. Wait. Nah, I better not. I better not.
Okay, is it A, 1994, B, 1996, C, 1998, or D, 2000?
Oh, my goodness.
And what year was All I Want for Christmas Is You released
I was going to say 1992.
I'm gonna see.
by the Thawed One?
2000?
2000.
I'm going to go with 90. What was it? 96?
94, 96, 98, 2000.
I'll try 98.
98. And you're both incorrect. 1994.
Oh,
Off
yeah.
of her, of course, iconic Merry Christmas album.
And it makes the top 10.
every
It's
year.
1 year younger than me.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Written by her and I believe her longtime producing partner Walter Afanasiev. So.
Oh, man.
I was thinking you're gonna say like 2006.
Oh no! It's
When I start
old.
thinking like, cause whenever you do the albums, if you can see the date on them, I was like, dang.
No, and, to me, I love that album. She really tore it up, and then I did get to see her a couple times live in concert. One of them happened to be, I think it was right around this time of year. It was like in very late November. So she did a few Christmas carols, including this song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it was
Wow.
so cool because then she redid part of, because I seen the earlier show in the summer, and it was great. There was nothing wrong with it. But then later on toward Christmas, then she redid a section of it, and then they all came out like they had Christmas stuff on, and yeah. It was kind of funny though because part of it she made a mistake. So she came out. She had this real wonderful, like bright red ball gown, very Christmassy though, and whatever. And they were like, "We're not at the songs yet." Oh, well, we're making a mistake.
Oh, wow. Did
And
she
she
really?
sang another song, and then, oh, now we're ready. So yeah, it was kind of funny. So, she was fully dressed for
She was
Christmas.
pumped.
Yeah,
She was-
so
She was
Ready.
pumped.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys.
Yep, so
We are-
Bethany got it 1-0.
you change the subject. No, just, congratulations,
A late
Bethany.
birthday win.
Good job. Good job.
Dragging it to December.
Yeah, you're supposed to. I do it all month. My birthday month is September, so
Right.
and you know. Go ahead.
I was gonna add, not to change the subject drastically. I do want to make mention of a couple things real quick.
Yep,
Just
go
before
for
we
it.
end. So we do have the announcement that's been going around about the enrollment survey. Garan mentioned that in the beginning of the show. But if you're on Facebook, you can see that on the Winnebago Tribe of Nebraska's page. Also, you can go to the Winnebago Tribe website. I do believe there's some flyers around town as well. But you scan that QR code, it'll take you directly to that survey link. And so. Was there any additional information we wanted to include
Nope.
about it?
I think that's about it. They were going to be trying to get a forum together, like a community forum, where they sit down and kind of discuss enrollment, because not everybody knows about enrollment. Like I said, it's a big snarl, and so we're just going to. Those announcements are forthcoming.
You guys have a
TBD.
collection deadline, don't you?
Yeah, it's December 5th, but the enrollment committee is talking about extending it,
Okay.
so we'll see what happens.
So then just two more things. So this one is this workplace wellness for the month of December with Whirling Thunder Wellness Program and Winnebago Public Health Department. You can reserve your spot with Pilar Aldrich at wchs.health, but it's the Whirling Thunder team will come visit your workplace 1 to 2 times per week and provide a 20 to 30 minute low impact workout session that will help your team stay active and energized. No equipment needed. And then last thing is, and I know that we did mention it during the most recent episode of Winnebago Talks that we did, but the holiday lighting contest.
Go for
And
it.
so Guaranteed and I were talking, I've been working with Tyler, Brian as well. We have the annual 2025 holiday lighting contest. And so one thing that I do want to make mention is that the deadline to get signed up as a contestant in the contest is going to be December 12th, 2025. We'll be doing our judging on December 15th, which is a Monday. And so you can reach us via email, Winnebago Indian News at winnebagotribe.com, tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com, or bethany.redhorn@winnebagotribe.com. You can call us as well, 402-878-2272, extensions 4000, 4000, or 4001.
Awesome.
So excited for that.
You okay? All right. If you folks have a good rest of your day, make sure you tune in to Winnebago Talks. Also, the rest of the programming. Tomorrow we have a show, and then we'll be live at the basketball game, the first home game coming up around the corner this week. So good luck to all the Winnebago student athletes, all the college students that are doing study week, and then heading into the finals next week. Make sure you study hard. And then also to everybody out there, a lot of good stuff talked about here today, and we appreciate all our guests that came on. And for you, especially the Winnebago big voicers that are tuning in to sharing this knowledge and talking about a lot of good things. So again, stay safe out there, especially watch the weather, the temperatures.
And your pets.
And your pets,
Yes.
yes. That is a good reminder, is to make sure that they have water.
That
because
isn't frozen.
That is not frozen. Correct. All right. You guys have a good rest of your day. Winnebago Talks. We out.